out where the oak trees shadow the dust-laden trail. I met her wild heart in a soft-spoken tale. Under the canvas of a twilight so lush, by the bend where the river sings hushed. Oh, canyon died young in the arms of the dawn. Her whispers still dance in the breeze that's now gone. These old boots tread paths where our laughter once lay. In the echoes of sunset, I'm losing my way. We carved our names on the side of an old wooden porch, watched seasons turn while holding a torch. But the winter came harsh, stole the warmth from her hands, left me wandering alone through these lands. Yes, canyon died young as the night stole the morn. Her scarf caught the wind, now tattered and worn. These old boots tread paths through the silence they stray. In the shadows of moonlight, I'm fading away. And there by the hearth of an empty log cabin, I ponder the fire, how its glows much like passion. A heart can spark flames, yet in ashes truths lie, like the dust of the trail when it's dry. Canyon died young with the stars as her crown. In the quiet of the night, I lay my heart down. These old boots stop at the edge of our dreams, where the river runs silent and the past softly gleams. Oh, canyon, my love, in the breeze hear my cry. In the land that we loved, must a good thing.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where whispers used to dance, she carved their names inside a heart, a token of romance. Underneath that sprawling bough, her laughter filled the air. Now every leaf that tumbles down, whispers of despair. Her voice bleeds through the prairie wind, a song that's bittersweet. It haunts the dusty trails where our two lonely hearts would meet. In the echo of her laughter, under skies once so grand, I wander through these ghost towns, a solitary man. The porch still creaks as if she's there, swaying to some silent tune. But the cabin's empty save for dust that's lit by the pale moon. Where we once dreamt of futures bright, now shadows play old scenes. The night air's thick with what's been lost, wrapped in her scarf of dreams. Her voice bleeds through the prairie wind, a song that's bittersweet. It haunts the dusty trails where our two lonely hearts would meet. From vibrant dreams to silent screams, under stars that understand, I roam this land without her hand, a broken, weary man. If I could ride past horizons where our sun used to set, would I find her voice there waiting, or just more to forget? With every sunset that I chase and every tear I hide, I'm just a shadow in her life, drifting with the tide. Her voice bleeds in the whipping wind, across the creeks that swell. It's tangled in the silver clouds, in the stories they can't tell. As the oaks stand tall and strong, and I grow old and gray, her whispers in the rustling leaves that never fade away. Her voice bleeds, her voice bleeds, forever here to stay.
In the dawn's pale light, where the oak tree shadows lie, I once woke beside her under the endless frontier sky. The porch creaks softly with our whispered dreams, cold morning tide down in the seams of old blue jeans. The cabin held the warmth of love like a sacred flame, and every whispered wind seemed to breathe her name. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. Now the gravel roads stretch out like the regrets I own. Her laughter echoes over creeks where we once had roamed. The town once bustling fades like the trails we rode, each hoofbeat a memory, every sunset a low. She drifted away like the leaves in the autumn breeze, left me with these empty rooms and rustling sycamore trees. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. By the fireside, the shadows dance alone tonight, the stars above like eyes watching in the quiet light. Maybe in another life where the wildflowers remain, we'd ride those dusty trails, never to part again. turns beneath the endless sky, where old lovers say goodbye. Tied down on this cold morning with nothing left to claim, her memory a silent song, a whisper through the plains. The shadow of the old oak tree on Lonely Hill, where the sun painted gold on your hair so still. We carved our names young and bold into the bark now weathered and old. That scarf you left, it dances still, caught on a branch in the chilly hills will. Oh, Lonely Hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across the mile. Your laughter echoes neath the starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so bitterly cold. Years roll like thunder across these plains wide. The old porch creaks with stories it can't hide. I roam through ghost towns where our dreams lay spent, down gravel roads with my heart relent. The cabin sits empty, our plans undone, beneath fading trails where once we'd run. Oh, Lonely Hill turned cold as season stole your smile. Each sunset bleeds memories across a mile. Your laughter echoes neath a starlit dome. In the whisper of the wind, I'm forever home. But home ain't warm without your hand to hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so bitterly cold. If these winds could carry my weary voice back through, would they whisper my regrets gentle to you? For every step away seems a lifetime of return to the burn of that sunset where my heart still yearns. So Lonely Hill stays cold under heaven's vast embrace. I find solace in the dust, in the open empty space, forever bound to the land where shadows cast. On Lonely Hill, where love lives in the past. But I'll hold on to the cold, as it's all that I can hold. Since Lonely Hill turned so sacredly, sorrowfully cold. Out where the oak shadows lay long on the ground, I first met her smile by the old ghost town. The sky painted gold, her laugh wild and free. Underneath that scarf it was just her and me. Leaning on saddles by a dusty porch light, promises whispered deep into the night. Every star a witness to the dreams we spun. Felt like the heavens and earth were one. Oh, how the storm cries like an old friend knows. Across the wild plains where my sweet refrain. Raindrops fall heavy, like my silent pain. Years fell away like leaves from the tree. She drifted like dust that the breeze set free. That old cabin's empty, where laughter once played. Now just shadows dance in the choices we made. Gravel roads lead me to places we knew, each step on that path sharp as morning dew. Lost in my travels with a heart that just roams, searching for something that felt like home. Oh, how the storm cries like an old friend knows, across the lonely miles where my heartache grows. The wind carries whispers of her sweet refrain. Raindrops fall heavy, like my silent pain. Sometimes a storm's the only voice that remains, telling tales of the past through the wind and the rains. I've learned that love is more wild than the land, slips right through your fingers like a whisper of sand. So let the storm cry under fading sky hues. It sings of a love that I'll forever muse. Yet in this lonesome life where I wander and strive, her memory's the storm that keeps me alive. Raindrops fall heavy, like my silent pain. Echoing the storm cries again and again. In the valley where the river bends, neath the shadow of the old oak tree, we carved our dreams in the bark, deep as the scars back on my knee. There we sipped on the summer like sweet whiskey, in a world of shattered glass turned cold. Oh, how the silence screams in the moonlit gleams, where the echoes of our laughter haunt my dreams. Now I wander through the ghost of spring, where the shattered glass turned cold, and the memories like midnight rain forever hold. The old porch swing hangs loose, the cabin's quiet, stilled by time. Gravel roads where we once rode, now trails of dust and whispered goodbyes. Your scarf still lies on the saddle, like a flag surrendered in the night, beneath the stars that watched our world come undone. Oh, how the silence screams in the moonlit gleams, where the echoes of our laughter haunt my dreams. Now I wander through the ghost of spring, where the shattered glass turned cold, and the memories like midnight rain forever hold. Did the wildflowers weep, feeling you slip away? Or did the mountain merely sigh knowing you wouldn't stay. In the church of the open sky, our prayers are just whispers to the clouds, drifting away like your love lost in the shroud. So here's to the shadows where our past lies deep, to the cold glass shards under the weeping willows weep. I'll walk these roads alone, my heart bound in winter's icy fold, where once we were, now just shattered glass turned cold. And as the last note fades, like the sunset's final blush, I'll hold on to the quiet sorrow, the tender crushing hush. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers flow, found a pair of worn out boots, where we watched the sunset glow. Beneath the crying willow sweet, by the cobblestone that lay, there's a scarf you left behind on that cold October day. Oh, my heart's like these boots washed away in the rain. Memories flood the plains where your love used to reign. Now I'm just a whisper on the wind, through the valley I stray. With these boots, my dreams washed away. The cabin's empty, echoes of your laughter fade. Dusty saddles untouched, where our promises were made. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just trails of yesterday. Every step without you is a price too steep to pay. Oh, my heart's like these boots washed away in the rain. Memories flood the plains where your love used to reign. Now I'm just a whisper on the wind, through the valley I stray. With these boots, my dreams washed away. On the porch I sit alone, where the old oak's shadow lies, thinking of the love we lost under vast unending skies. Time's cruel hand may heal the wounds, but scars will surely stay. In the dust of this old town, part of me will always lay. Oh, my heart's like these boots washed away by my tears, a river of lost years echoing through the frontier. I'm a ghost in this town, a silhouette that will fade, but these boots and my heart, they remain washed away. On the ridge where the oak tree shadows lay, I left my heart in the fabric, fray and gray. That scarf you gave on a cold frontier day still ties me to whispers where wild horses play. Every gust along that gravel road tangles in threads where our love once flowed. Oh, the scarf stays in the winds of the wasteland.
wasted plains, holding tight to a ghost town's window panes. Under skies too wide to hold our dreams, it's just me and the echoes of your scenes. Time's hands pulled us like the river bends from those golden trails to separate ends. The porch got old and the cabin door creaks, but your smile in the dust is what my heart seeks. Now I roam with the twilight's crimson bleed, a lone rider with only memories to feed. Yes, the scarf stays in the winds of the wasted plains, holding tight to a ghost town's window panes. Under skies too wide to hold our dreams, it's just me and the echoes of your scene. By the flicker of the campfire's dying light, I see your face in the stars each lonesome night. Maybe all that's left is for me to roam, finding solace in the saddle, forever home. And the scarf stays as the world turns beneath the stars, wrapped around the pain of old forgotten scars. In the silence of the hills where the cold winds moan, I've let you go, but this scarf won't leave me alone. Oh, I've let you go, but this scarf won't leave me alone. In the shade of an old oak tree, where wild daisies are left to be, I carved our names inside a heart on the bark now torn apart. That quiet town where rivers win, your dancing streets left pain behind, but windswept dreams on gravel roads took me where the sunset glows. Oh, my hollow heart forgot the warmth of June, your sweet soft talk under stars that now seem dim. I roam alone with our lost hymn, where the porch light fades at dawn and your laughter's long since gone. My hollow heart can't forget the echoes of the day we met. Now the cabin stands alone, the empty rooms where light had shone, old porch creaks with tales untold, the scars you wore against the cold. Riding trails now overgrown, the dust settles on the unknown, each hoofbeat a dull soft throb, in the quietness my heart saw. Oh, my hollow heart forgot the warmth of June, your sweet soft talk under stars that now seem dim. I roam alone with our lost hymn, where the porch light fades at dawn and your laughter's long since gone. My hollow heart can't forget the echoes of the day we washes old paths I ride, like my tears I cannot hide. In the mirror of the stream, I see us a faded dream. But the saddle knows my frame,
In the whispers, love soft calls, I find what my hollow heart lost. Oh, my hollow heart forgot, but in silence it loves you a lot. Under skies forever dim, I whisper prayers for you, for him. Where the night holds tight my fears, and I age with passing years. Still my hollow heart can't forget, like a sun that never sets. Out by the old oak tree where the soft wind swayed, we carved our names inside a heart that day. Her laughter danced like leaves in autumn's playful fray. On that porch under stars where we swore we'd stay. But her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains. Her memory's a ghost town with love's remain. The cabin stands but the lights long gone dim. Gravel roads echo where her footsteps had been. An old scarf she left, now threadbare and slim, hangs on the saddle, swaying at a wind. But her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains. Her memory's a ghost town with love's remain. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with the shadows, far from what was home. In the quiet of the desert where I'm left to comb, her essence in the breeze is all I've ever known. Yeah, her smile washed away with the creek's solemn tune. In the hush of the night, neath the pale silver moon. If love is a melody, it ended too soon. On the wind she's a song, a lost sweet croon. Her smile washed away, but in my dreams it stays, a faded cherished memory. Through the endless days, in the rustling leaves, I hear her soft phrase. Her smile washed away, but her echo always sways. Under the ghost of an old oak tree where our names were carved for eternity, the wind's a whisper of your soft sweet laugh on the path where you danced free from our past. An empty cabin by the creek's low bend holds the echoes of you, my lost friend. Each creaking board and closed up door speaks of the days when love lived here before. Now the empty bed fades in the twilight side. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains. The scarlet scarf you left behind on the old porch swing sways undefined, gone like the laughter in halls that we roam. Now I wander these lands forever alone. The saddle's worn where you once rode beside, through the rain-soaked trails where our dreams used to hide. Now every sunset bleeds a shade of your eyes, and the night covers me in your soft, mournful cries. Still the empty bed fades in the twilight side. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains. Oh, how the prairie grass sways and weeps beneath the heavens where your memory sleeps. I've learned that love is the wildest land, and hearts like ours were grains of sand. Yes, the empty bed fades, and I with the light, bound to the echoes of our sweet twilight, under the vast skies where I let you go, in the fading trails of the moon's soft glow. I'm the whisper of a cowboy, lone and estranged, chasing the dust where nothing but love remains. Hush of dawn by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist hide the mountains neath. I heard her laugh wild as a creek, where the bluebell sang and the pines would speak. Her voice like a path through forgotten ways, in the golden dust of our yesterdays. Oh, her voice walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust, and underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingers, then fades away. Now the porch swings lonely, the cabin's bare, gravel roads lead to who knows where. The rains came through and the curtains tore, the laughter faded, won't grace no more. From the saddle to the saloon's dim light, every trail turns to her in the night. Oh, her voice walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust, and underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingers, then fades away. On a lonesome trail by the river's bend, I reckon time might heal or pretend songs I've penned, but deep in the canyons, past the fading light, her melody stirs the birds in flight. So I'll ride these plains neath the endless gray, where her voice walked away, where her voice walked away. Out on the edge where the oak trees whisper, I first met her in the spring soft glow. We danced 'neath stars near the old creek's murmur, where the wildflowers dared to boldly grow. But her goodbye said nothing, left me holding a dusty scarf the color of the dawn. Echoes of hoofbeats, fading, growing in the silence where her shadow's gone. Years rolled like thunder across these plains. The porch still creaks with her absent steps. Through summer storms and winter's icy chains, in the saddle I roam, where our sun once set. Her goodbye said nothing, but these old trails speak her name with every gust that weaves along the gravel road, beneath the veil of twilight's breath my heartache cleaves. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's low, just a lone coyote calls to the moon's pale light. And these whisper secrets the winds won't blow away, keep me searching for her in the night. Yes, her goodbye said nothing, yet it echoes loud in the rustle of the leaves and the creek's soft sigh. Underneath this vast, unending cloud, I reckon some goodbyes don't mean goodbye. Her goodbye said nothing, a silent pact, bound by the land where our memories lay. On this lonesome trail, there's no turning back. Her goodbye said nothing, and everything in its way. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep, the wind whispers secrets that those old boughs still keep. Underneath that gnarled sentinel, I found your scarf, faded red, by the gravel road where promises and summer dreams were said. A flame that won't die down. Every sunset paints your face on this empty, quiet town. Dust rises, settles like the tears I've learned to hide. Hollow heart burns, but I carry you inside. Lonely porch swing sways, a ghost in the twilight's embrace. The weeping willow watches and knows the sorrow in my chase. These boots worn down like the path to your old weathered door, where laughter rang through rafters, now silent evermore. Hollow heart burns with a flame that won't die down. Every sunset paints your face on this empty, quiet town. Dust rises, settles like the tears I've learned to hide. Hollow heart burns, but I carry you inside. Oh, the rivers know my sorrow, they've seen how tears can flow, and the mountains bear my echoes of I can't let you go. In the calm of the cabin where your scent lingers on, I found no solace at dawn, where your shadow once shone. Hollow heart burns, and tonight I feel you close, in the whisper of the rain, in the fragrance of a rose. Yet every trail I wander, every star I see alone, tells me love's a journey for a heart that turns to stone. Hollow heart burns, and in the silence I tone. Out where the oak trees shadow the forgotten road, I found a scarlet scarf you left behind. Under the skies where our wild dreams once flowed, by a lonesome hill where our hearts were entwined. The old porch creaks, it sings a sad, sad tune of dusty boots and dances in the faint moonlight. Every whispered breeze seems to mourn and croon about the day you vanished out of sight. Lonesome Hill fell apart, just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. Nothing's quite the same in the quiet rooms, where laughter died away in the cooling heart. Only shadows dance in the thickening glooms, where our love once bloomed with gentle mirth. Gravel roads that led to our secret places now just wind through fields of withering wheat. Your empty saddle, those long-lost embraces, turn memories bittersweet. Lonesome Hill fell apart, just like my heart when you rode away, leaving only echoes and ache. The trails went cold, the town grew stark underneath the weight of promises we couldn't make. By the rustling creek I hear your voice call soft and low, a haunting melody across the time-worn divide. In every setting sun your absence is the shadow, but it's in the quiet I find you never truly said goodbye. Lonesome Hill fell apart here in my heart. Your memory rides like a ghost through the fog and the dew. As the sun dips down and the night starts in every starlit silence, I'm still loving you. So I saddle up, ride the echoes back to start, underneath lonesome hills, endless aching blue, where every whisper of the wind's a part of the love we knew, the life I miss, the you I knew.
Out by the creek where the willows weep, a wagon wheel rests where secrets keep. We carved our names on the old oak side, underneath that stretch of endless sky. Her laughter danced on the summer's breath in that little town where my heart lived. Oh, my love, like the sunset too young and wagon wheel now silent, where we once begun. The dusk whispers her name through the pine, while I roam these roads with her ghost entwined. Years have worn the path to that porch of old, where the stars watched our stories unfold. But the scars she left are frayed and gone, just like the echo of our faded song. The saddle's aged, the leather's cracked, every stirrup step a memory flashed. Oh, my love, like the river ran away, the wagon wheel broke beneath the weight. The night cries with rain on the window pane as I trace these trails, branded with my pain. There's a solace found in the roaming winds, but they can't touch the sorrow buried within. The dust settles, but my heart stirred deep with every gravel crunch beneath my feet. Song the prairie sings in the whispering leaves, in the bell that rings. A wagon wheel, oh, you died too young, but in these wild lands our songs unsung. I'll leave my tears where the creek runs dry, underneath that vast, unending sky.
In the hush of the dawn, neath the old oak tree's shade, where we carved our names deep in the bark that made the wild grass dance to the tune of the breeze. Where your laughter once lived, now there's only me. And the silence speaks louder than words ever could. Empty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch, underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar. Unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. Now the cabin stands empty where the candlelight glows. Gravel roads lay untouched where our stories once flowed. The trail's gone cold, the sunset still bleeds into rivers of gold through the whispering trees. And the silence speaks louder than words ever could. Empty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch, underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar. Unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. So I roam through these lands like a ghost in the rain, each droplet a memory, each thunder a pain. In the echoes of footsteps, in the settling dust, I search for forgiveness in the winds I must trust. And the silence grows louder as the years tumble by. The oak tree still stands beneath the ever-changing sky. Unspoken words listen, yet her voice calls me still in the heart of the night. Over hill after hill, her shadow might fade like the trails left behind, but the echoes of love, they're forever entwined. Unspoken words listen, oh, they listen so well in the quiet between us where true feelings dwell. I've crossed the rivers, climbed the rise, watched red dust paint the evening skies. My boots wore thin from years gone by, chasing dreams I couldn't tie. The canyon winds all knew my name, so did the storm, so did the flame. I rode with ghosts, I rode alone, my only home was what I owned. But she was the sunset I found, burning gold where the hills fell down. She stood like peace in a world untrue, with eyes like dusk and a voice like dew. I'd seen the world from town to town, but nothing shook me, nothing profound, till she looked up without a sound. She was the sunset I finally found. She had a garden by her door, and boots too clean for riding war. Said she baked her bread by hand and read old books she didn't plan. I tipped my hat and barely spoke. She laughed and handed me her cloak. Said, "Cowboy, rest your saddle bones. Even legends need a home." She was the sunset I found, a fire that warmed my worn out crown. I'd seen the stars, I'd kissed the wind, but never knew where love had been. She pulled me close without a rope. No tricks, no games, no lines, no hope. Just her and me in common ground. She was a sunset I found. I didn't ride to find a flame, but somehow she called out my name. And every mile I rode before led me straight to her front door. She made no sound, just stood there like the end of day, soft and fierce in a honeyed way. And if this road should call me gone, I'll take her light and ride on strong. But I'll always turn my heart around, back to the sunset that I found.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild river's been, lies a memory of her, where the earth and sky blend. Sunset wrapped her in a shawl, all tattered and red, on that old wooden porch, where our dreams were softly said. Oh, the wind closed her eyes with whispers soft and sweet, and the trails we once walked now bear no trace of our feet. My heart rides these empty plains under cloudless grieving skies, for in the whisper of the trees the wind closed her eyes. There's an old cabin standing, warmed by time and by rain. Its door creaks like the saddles that we rode through the pain. Gravel roads keep on winding through fields of dry golden grain, but her laughter's just an echo from the storms that never wane. Oh, the wind closed her eyes with whispers soft and sweet, and the trails we once walked now bear no trace of our feet. My heart rides these empty plains under cloudless grieving skies, for in the whisper of the trees the wind closed her eyes. Now I wander through the silence of paths we used to roam, each step a heavy verse in this earthbound tone, lost in the symphony of a lonesome fading day. My soul finds solace as the skies turn to gray. Yes, the wind closed her eyes, and the world just passed us by, in the dust of the trail under that wide open sky. Still I roam these quiet towns where our love was once surprised, forever haunted, forever bound, where the wind closed her eyes. So I sing to the mountains and to the stars above about a whisper in the pines and the woman I still love. Every sunset takes a breath, and every nightfall replies to the tale of a cowboy, where the wind closed her eyes.
There's an old oak standing by the porch of gray, where we carved our names in the wood of its heart that day. The shadow it cast long as my memories of a scarf left swaying in the gentle breeze. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind whispers through the hall, beneath the fading picture still hanging on the wall. Gone are the lights in the cabin's dim glow. Gravel roads wear a blanket of untrodden snow. That trail we walk now overgrown and lost, like the dreams we shared too high the cost. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind whispers through the hall, beneath the fading picture still hanging on the wall. I ride these lands under the vast mournful skies, searching for a ghost in every sunset's demise. The dust kicks up like my unsettled heart, riding away yet never truly apart. Abandoned ranch, I keep riding this lonely way, a silhouette against the sky at the end of the day. But it